I'm live. Wow. Something is going on with my weird computer. So anyway, it's just, hopefully I have them on. Okay. So I told people from TikTok to come on over with me. And I'm going to be talking about some different subject matters today that would be of interest probably to anybody who's listening. So here we go. Okay. My spirits made me aware of how much we are living in a 5D universe, which means that we can manifest anything we want, our heart's desires, our dreams, but we have to watch the way we act around people. We have to, when I first took a class, an acting class, I really paid attention to how I changed my personality around certain people. So versus, how you act around a newborn baby, how you act around a law enforcement person, how you act around a relationship that maybe you want to be in. How do you act around those people? So study the way you act and study the way you feel and choose a positive thought instead of a negative thought. This was, I was listening to the Genius Network today and TED Talks, and that's what I was listening to on the way home. Hi, B. Delgado. How are you? So anyway, now I'm here to take questions today. So I will be taking some questions, and I'm pressing on the emoji for support, which is show support if you want to. And also Lady Butterfly 1059 is my Yahoo account. So we're talking about some interesting subject matter. I'm going to be doing a podcast on our iHeartRadio, and I'm also going to be doing a podcast on iTunes and Apple, and it's just going to be everywhere. It's going to be on Spotify, and it's going to be with, and I'm going to tell you the dates too, and it's going to be with morning anchor Jill Nicolini, and she was from Sex and the City and from Law and Order and from LNBC, and she is also an author of Simply Amazing. Or was that the other guy? The other guy that I had a chance to be live with or host is he's from the Howard Stern show, and he wrote the book Simply Amazing. But I chose Jill Nicolini because I thought she had more in common with me. And so I'm getting chills because this is going to be an amazing podcast. We're going to be teaching a lot of things during the podcast. So who's here with me? I don't have my glasses on. Hi, Enright Ellie. No, I already felt like you were going to get the job, Enright Ellie. So just be confident. You're going to get the job. Okay. You got to stay confident. It's all in that's what I said at the beginning of this video is how you feel about yourself, is key. How do you feel about yourself when you're going in there to the job interview? If you're feeling the feeling of confidence, like you're going to get the job, then you will. But if you're feeling negative about it and you're scared, then you won't, because you're powerful. You'll make it happen. We literally make things happen by our feelings, by our energy, by our vibrations. So just make it happen that you're going to get the job, because you are. Okay. And that's what you need to believe about yourself. So anyway, TuneIn Radio, Amazon, Stitcher, Deezer, Audible.com, Pandora. I will be on all those things. iTunes, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. And it's going to be amazing. And I did the thing yesterday, the radio show. It went really well with publicpbn.podcast.com, if anybody's interested. And the links to the podcasts will be, and I'll write the links down. I will, when I figure it out where I wrote them. Because, like my stuff is so, where is the links? Here, links are PBN podcast studio number 1. That's one of the links. So you just type in on your computer, PBN, that's Public Broadcast Network, podcast studio number 1, and you click on listen live, and people will be able to call in, I believe. And the dates of that are September 20th. It doesn't start till September 27th, October 4th, October 11th, October 18th, and at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's every Monday is really what it is. So it's every Monday starting in September 20th. So, or starting on September 20th. So that's cool, and I'll write the link down at the beginning of this video, or after I do this video, I'll put it in the tags. iHeartRadio. Okay, so as you all know, who joined me live on TikTok, we had a lady on the other day, this was huge for me. Her son was 2 years old, and he was swept away in the rapids of the flooding in Tennessee, and he did not survive. And I was so shook up by it on my live TikTok broadcast. I was crying, really shook up, and I channeled a message, but I really, really, really thought and hoped and prayed that the little boy would still be alive, but he didn't end up surviving. But the one thing that she told me that comforted me was the doctor said that he would have died within a minute, like it would have just, or a second, it was over with for him, and so he didn't suffer is what I'm saying. He didn't struggle. He was 2 years old. So he was protected divinely in the light. And it just makes you think, our problems are minute compared to something that somebody else's problems go through, Here, it's this lady, her name is Brittany, this mother, and her 2-year-old child was swept away in the rapids of the waters in Tennessee. So I just felt really compassionate for her and couldn't stop thinking about it for a couple of days now, and just prayed for him, prayed for the little boy in his spirit, and for the mother to find peace, healing in this time of grief and sorrow. And right, Ellie, what happened was my guides would not tell me the accurate information that he was going to pass, because you never, ever are. It's never proper etiquette to predict that somebody's going to pass. Never proper etiquette. So I wanted to give her still hope. So I told her something positive, because that's what Spirit tried to show me. Spirit would not show me that the child was deceased, because that would have been a crushing blow to her on Live with Me. And I'm not supposed to ever predict death. It's always that Spirit never gives you that prediction beforehand. Now, some people do have a weird, rare gift that they see death before it happens, but I don't want that gift. And I don't want to tell family members that their 2-year-old's going to die in a flood. I do not want to be that person. Only God, the Creator, is in control of that kind of stuff. So I was very saddened by the loss of that little 2-year-old boy named Kellen Vaughn, Vaughn. So we also found out that in that same flood in Tennessee, 2 twin babies were also lost. So anyway, and as you know, B. Delgado, friends of yours, lost their 15-year-old daughter last week as well. Was that in Tennessee? Obviously, it probably was. So that is just, just awful. So, yeah, and Enright, Ellie Enright, a girl I know, her husband died day before her wedding. So sad. Instead of going to her wedding, she went to his funeral. Yeah, that's a hard one too. That's a really, really hard one. And I know somebody that just got married actually too, and her husband just died. Right, like 2 weeks after their wedding. They were so happy and so in love, and yeah. So you just wonder why stuff like that happens to people. But It just does. And it's just, you never know, when somebody's time is up. And I did a party about 3 years ago for this one girl, okay? And I was doing a bunch of readings, and it was like 5 people into it. And I looked out in her kitchen. I'm thinking to myself, and I remember very clearly the reading because she said she had breast cancer, the girl. And I thought to myself, one, she shouldn't be eating the food she's eating. Like, she was eating all like pasta and gluten and pizza and stuff and serving that to her company. And she asked me what I wanted to eat. And I said, I just want vegetables. Do you have any vegetables? And she's like, yeah, I can. She grilled some vegetables for me because she didn't have anything to offer me that was healthy. She had pop. She had crappy, barbecue potato chips, which I cannot eat. I'm really, really sensitive, so I can't eat that crap, and how to keep our body strong so that we don't let our body get weakened and be open to disease is just, you got to eat, a lot of healthy raw fruits and vegetables every single day of your life. Because if you don't do that, then, as you get older, disease is going to set in. So this girl was literally only in her 30s. And her sister just came to me yesterday for a reading. And she had told me that her sister passed. And I remember reading this girl at her party, and she was hostessing the party and everything. And she passed because the breast cancer spread and everything. And then the spirit proceeded to tell her sister, please pay attention to the type of foods you're eating. Don't eat the crap. Don't drink the pop. Don't drink the soda. Don't drink the, and even like cut back on caffeine. I hate to say it, but, as I get older, I realize I have to cut back on caffeine. So it's really important diet, because changing my diet has been the most amazing thing I could ever do in my life, to eat a mostly wholesome, raw, healthy foods diet. And then I eat occasional meat, like organic chicken or something, or some fish, maybe occasionally, very rarely. And I'm telling you, like, that is the key to success. And also the key to success is meditation and breathing the correct way. Breathing. And breathing is just really, breathing in. If you guys want to do it with me, you can. And releasing it. Because it really helps. And it really helps you to then be like a walking alchemist to actually create anything in your life that you want to create. You'll get anything in your life that you want to create. Pizza okay is for you, and Ellie, and right, you're young, so pizza is okay for you, yes, once in a while. But yeah, we can't get stuck eating pizza every single day like some people do. Some people love pizza so much they probably order it every single day. That's not good. Okay, now I heard my spirit guide's voices just say the paparazzi. I remember a long time ago, when I first started my psychic readings on YouTube, I called myself the psychic paparazzi. I've come a long way, baby. Since then, I looked way younger. I was thinner. I have aged a lot since then, but at the same time, it was really cool, because I was doing some Ashton Kutcher predictions. I kept having dreams about Ashton Kutcher. I don't know why. So I would tell people the facets of what I dreamt about. And here, lo and behold, years later, I find out why I kept having the Ashton Kutcher dreams, because something about Forbes Under 30 Summit and going there, and then him wishing me a happy birthday on text and his community text. And so that was like the first time I ever really had a connection, besides being in a movie with Tom Holland, when I was in the movie Cherry, with a celebrity connection, and it was cool, but that was one of my things that I put out that I wanted to do. I wanted to read for celebrities. Why? Because I felt like there was something I was supposed to help them with. So sorry, I had an itch in my eye. Okay, so now I want to say some, things. It's hot in here. I don't have air conditioning in this room. I want to say some things that, and yes, gluten-free organic pizza is really good. Yes. Lola, I totally agree. I totally agree. Tanya, Merrick, what's your question? I am answering questions today too. So go ahead and ask a question. My mouse on my computer isn't working anymore. I don't know what happened to my mouse, but here's my mouse. My poor little mouse. It's not working anymore. I don't know why. The simple things in life. And all of a sudden, my computer's doing very weird things. Like on the right, I see these codes. I see codes right now. And I'm like, these codes are not supposed to be there. But whatever. When will you find your soulmate? Okay, good question, Tanya, Merrick. Okay. And you really want to hear my answer? You'll find your soulmate when you completely love yourself and when you're completely ready and when your soulmate lines up with you in the universe. Because every single person in the world has some kind of soulmate that lines up with them at the right timing. I know that, Tanya, you've probably been struggling to find your soulmate. And a lot of people ask me this question. Many, many, many people ask me this question. When will I find my soulmate? We have many soulmates sometimes. You know, sometimes people get hurt by their soulmates. And then they find another soulmate and that replaces them. And the soulmate could walk in and be just like the other person, but in different ways. So there are many aspects to soulmates. There are many aspects to twin flames. But how to vamp it up a little bit for yourself would be to set up an altar for yourself, put a candle on it, and light a candle for your soulmate to come in. But the minute you're struggling in the vibration of struggle, you're never going to find your soulmate. Because if you're struggling and you're telling people, I can't find my soulmate, I've worked so hard, I've felt this feeling for so long, I can't find my soulmate, why am I not getting my soulmate? If you're carrying that vibration, you're not going to get your soulmate because you're carrying a vibration of negativity. See what I'm saying? So now take a new thought and go and a new feeling and say, my soulmate is coming. I'm so happy. I'm getting ready for my soulmate. And start feeling the feeling that you're getting ready to see your soulmate. Change it to a new feeling, you know, because then you have a better chance of your soulmate coming in, you know. So don't struggle, is what I'm saying. Be happy and grateful that you're just single right now and that you love yourself, because that is what I tell people to do. Okay. Yes, change your thoughts, change your life, change your thinking, change your life. Change your whole world. I mean, how many times do we get stuck in complaining? How many times do we get stuck in negative thinking patterns? If you do that, then you're going to make it all happen too. All the negative thinking, you're going to stay stuck in self-loathing and uncomfortable. You're going to feel uncomfortable. And you're going to make things happen that are following suit to the feeling. Do you understand? I hope you guys understand. It's, you know, I want to be able to explain it the right way that you guys can understand. So I think his new job will work out. And Ellie, and right, I think his job will work out. Your boyfriend, sorry. New job, yeah. I feel good about it. I feel, you know, he'll start to enjoy himself. He'll have fun. I see him with like a white apron on. I don't know why. Like, is he back there washing glasses or something? So yeah. Okay. So anyway, so I just had oh, it's a black apron. Wow. So I didn't even see the apron right, the apron color right. But okay, but they showed him to me in an apron. So that's, But maybe like it means like, since I saw him in symbolically a white apron, it means like he needs to keep everything really clean, like be sure like it's going to work out as long as he just pays attention to detail and is very clean, because you're working in the bar industry. He needs to be really clean. He needs to wash his hands all the time, because of the COVID, so he needs to like be very, very pure, and he needs to like be very cautious and clean. That's all. It's going to work out for him. It's just that they're gonna, he's like in a bar, you're like on the front line. And yes, it's going to work out for him though. Okay. That's what I want to say. He's just worried about getting back from somewhere so far late at night. We have no car. Okay. Oh, so how he's going to do that, because cabs here are very expensive for every day. Oh boy, that's too bad. Too bad he doesn't have somebody to drive him. That's the problem. Okay, see, I see what you're saying. So what about his parents? They're not going to take him, and they're not going to pick him up late at night? And all he has to do is put it out there that it's going to work out. That's all he has to do, is trust in the universe, that the universe gave him this job, and now it's going to work out that he gets a ride home at night from the bar. It's like, I feel like somebody that he works with there is going to actually pick him up and give him a ride home. That he meets somebody there, and they're like, oh yeah, we like you. We'll give you a ride home. We'll pick you up from work. Okay. So I feel like it's as easy as that. Something very simple. Or, like, because I do feel like they're going to understand that he has to take a cab. Oh, I didn't realize it was that hard for you guys there over in, where do you live again? Ireland, Scotland? Didn't realize that it was that hard. Wow. So not a lot of people have cars. Is that what you're saying? Or just like you have to have more money to own a vehicle, or, what's it like there? I was blessed because my husband bought me my car. He paid $5,000 for a car for me, and I feel very lucky that I got a free car from the universe. You never know, like how you're going to manifest, because actually in my life, I've always manifested free cars from the universe. I once had a really, really nice red Ford Mustang with ponies on the side of it. And it was like a really nice sports car, and I got it free. I didn't have to pay a dime for it. I paid with my career into fixing it when it needed to get fixed, when it broke down and stuff. But now I have my little Chevy Sonic. He has his test booked, but they keep pushing back because, okay. And that is for his protection, okay? So just, tell him not to get frustrated. Just, it's just going to be okay. I'm sorry it's so hard for you guys there in Ireland. My friend grew up in Scotland, so she grew up in, what's the big city that begins with a G in Scotland? I can't think right now. But anyway, she grew up there. And so, yeah, she was telling me how it is to grow up there and things like that. So, yes, you guys definitely have it different than us here. But at the same time, Glasgow. Yes, Glasgow. That's where she grew up, my friend, Christine Curry. And she's my bestest friend. Okay, so who else has a question? And he might end up getting another job somewhere else, but later, and that's why I'm seeing him wear a white apron. So we'll see. I don't know why they said goose liver just now. They said goose liver. Eat goose liver, because it is healthy for iron, and it gives you a lot of iron in your body. I heard it's really good for you. Interesting. Okay. So cleans out the liver, or supports the liver too, I think. So you would never do that. It might be for somebody else. I don't know why they're saying it. Yeah, I don't know why they're saying it. B Delgado, do I have any messages for you? Mainly you have to ask a question on here, B, because I ask me a question, because then I'll give you a simple answer. And he might be serving goose liver. Who knows? He might be serving something as crappy as goose liver. I know, picky people won't eat goose liver. I get it. That's funny. Don't know why they're talking about that. I just heard my spirit say it really loud. I'll have to figure out. But I'm thinking of like white ringneck geese right now when you see them flying overhead, and they're always, flying south. What that means, there's a spiritual meaning behind geese when you see a flock of geese flying. So I'll have to think about more of the download. All right, B Delgado, you have to ask your question on here specifically, because I had a long day. I told myself I was just going to go on YouTube, give a couple messages. If there's anybody I missed, let me see, because I might have missed somebody's question. We answered Tanya. I like that I have a very small group on here. Please tell your friends and family to subscribe to me. Hit the subscribe button. It's totally free of charge to subscribe to me on YouTube. You can't think of one? Okay, B Delgado. I'll try to ask my spirits. Do you have any messages for B Delgado? Any messages at all? Shielding. They said shielding yourself. You have to shield yourself. Stay present and focused. That's a message from your spirit guide. Stay in the power of now. You do have some spirits around you that are here, and they just want to come in and say, just be grateful every single day, that you're alive and you're well. And, again, try to change your thought patterns. Don't think negatively. Good. Oh, I'm so happy for you and Ellie and Wright. So don't worry, it's just keep talking positive about it like that. That's what you need to do. Just keep talking positive. Your inner voice could be scared, but that's okay. Don't pay attention to her. Don't pay attention to that negative voice that says, "Oh, what if I don't get the job?" Don't listen to that voice. Okay? Just listen to the voice that says, "I'm confident. I'm going to get the job. The person is really nice. His name is Renee. And you really hope you get the job because he's so nice. And it's such a nice place to work and such nice people. And guess what? You're nice too." Think of yourself as a nice person, because you are. Like attracts like in a vibration. If we're nice, we attract nice people to us. If we're worried, we attract worried people to us. So obviously you're doing something right, because you wouldn't have attracted yourself to be in that situation in your life to where you have potential to get the job. So I feel really good around it. Janet Ackerland from Sweden. Hello, Janet. Thank you for being here. B Delgado, that's all I heard from my spirits for you. If you had any specific questions, like soulmate or anything like that, let me know. I do feel good things around you, though. I do feel good feelings around you. I do feel marriage for whatever. And they said somebody's thinking about survival skills right now. Survival skills. Just, having things handy. This is a world prediction. Just in case we need to stock up on water, we need to, brush up on our survivalist skills, which is like, how long can we live in the woods or something for so long? I don't know why they're telling me this. I just listen to my spirit's voices. And I'm just saying this because, there's a lot of things going on that you see on the TV right now, even. I've noticed, I've paid attention. And generators, that every family should own probably a generator because of the grids, the power grids going out, blackouts, And then we have, your computer can be up and running and everything. If you own a generator, you can make your coffee in the morning. Without the electricity, we can't make our coffee in the morning. which is an American way to drink coffee every single day, which I'm trying to get off of coffee. And my relationship is so good now lately. He has a lot more compassion and everything, like I said a few months ago. Oh, that's great. I am so glad. See, you're able to have a successful communication with your boyfriend. So I'm really happy for you there. It seems like it's going really good, and I know you're very happy in that relationship, and I know that I feel that relationship is very good for you, and it will last. Okay, and you won't react negatively anymore to worries or fears inside yourself. You know, we have to take our shadow selves and just go, hey, to our darker side, get lost, you know, go away. I release all my fears down to Mother Earth. I release all my negative thought patterns to Mother Earth so that I can be a happier, positive vibration person. They both had ADHD and are threatened by people. Their daughter will be taken from them, but in my mind, they managed to take care about their own daughter as well. Managed to take care about their daughter well. Oh, I wonder how it will go for my oldest son and his wife. Okay. No, they really can't worry about their daughter being taken from them. Just tell them that. Just start to think positive that their daughter won't be taken from them. Just put out positive thoughts. Okay. Now my husband's calling me. So, should I get this? I'll have to turn the volume down. Hello? Hello? Yeah. Hi.
Hey. Hi. Sorry, I just saw you called.
That's okay. That's okay. I just wanted you to check out the branch in the front yard that came down.
Really?
Yeah, I pulled it all the way to the front tree lawn. You're going to be impressed how heavy it was. Very, 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 very big. But I'm on live right now on YouTube, so I can't talk, okay?
Okay, came out of the big tree.
But you'll see me when you get home, right? I mean, you're going to be home soon?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just left Walmart. So.
Okay. Bye.
All right, bye.
Okay, yeah, I've been trying to call my husband all day today, but he doesn't answer, so. He was at work. He works, well, it's really irrelevant where he works. I don't want to say on YouTube where he works, but anyway. Okay, so I'm hot because this room doesn't have air conditioning. I don't have central air in my house. I just have room air conditioner, so I'm really getting hot in here. It's like sweltering. Probably like 90 degrees today outside again. What's the temperature out there by you, Ellie and Ray? What's the temperature by you? Is it like 60, 70? How is it in Ireland right now? Yeah, it is harder to give close friends and family readings. You actually should not give close friends and family readings. You're going to do better if you give a stranger a reading. I learned that very early on because we're too emotionally swayed to give our family and friends readings. 20 degrees? Wow. Okay, so you don't go by Fahrenheit. So I wonder what that would be compared to us here. Celsius. I don't know about Celsius. All I know is degrees. Fahrenheit or whatever. People they work with who tell them that, but they do everything they can. Okay, well then if they're doing everything they can, they need to ignore the negative people that they work around. That, you know, the threat. It's not good to live with somebody that's always trying to threaten you. So yeah, I feel bad for them, but they're just going to be, you know, they don't need to believe them is what they're saying. Oh, so it's hot there. Okay, so it's hot. Okay. Yeah, it's hot here too. So you guys get a normal summer, pretty much a hot summer in Ireland, because my friend, you know, I know how cold it can get there. And it gets cold here too, believe me. In the wintertime, it gets really cold. Oh, all right. I got to rest, guys. I am really tired. I went down to Cleveland Heights today to get another COVID test so I can be in a film. I have to have one more, and then I'm done, and then I go on scene on Monday and Tuesday. So Yay, it'll be over with. So thank you all for being here with me. Thank you all for hitting the subscribe button if you haven't already, and I'll be back live soon. Okay, guys, bye. Love you all. Now if I can just end the live, that